Hello, everyone, and thank you for tuning in. Today, we're going to be looking at Bitcoin, its valuations against the US dollar, measuring the current balance that we're experiencing. Remember, if you do like this video and the other videos that I make on this channel, be sure to hit the like button down below and also consider subscribing. So, I just want to bring up the 100-week EMA because that is essentially, for the time being, the moving average that we are using as support to then bounce. From the 100-week moving average to where we are now, we have bounced roughly 23% or so. When we look at the 20-week moving average, which is, in my opinion, the next target for us, like this is what Bitcoin would have to do to really get things going. And the target would be the 20-week moving average. I don't think we're going to get there, like today, but I think it's a good milestone, a touchstone to know where we are in terms of, how bullish Bitcoin is. And right now, the 20-week moving average is at $51,000 or so. And from where we are now to get there is about an 18% move to just get there. There are other things to keep in mind as well, but I think these are one of the main factors. Like, this is the main factor here. So with that said, Bitcoin has had a pretty decent bounce for the past 2 weeks or so. When we bring it back to the weekly, you can see that, for the past 2 weeks, we've had green weekly candles, and we started off this week pretty good, and we're up 2%. Against Bitcoin dominance, you could see that altcoins are hanging in at this level, refusing to let Bitcoin take up all the market share. But I think if Bitcoin, and we've seen this before, if Bitcoin goes on a run, if this is the run we're talking about, then it can leave altcoins fairly vulnerable in terms of their Bitcoin valuation. But I think for the past couple of days, we've been riding a decent high, and you can see the altcoins kind of taking back just a little bit. Aave or what have you, Cardano, we're kind of holding these levels here. Another thing to take note of is Tezos. Tezos were interestingly back at the same level we were about a month ago, where this is where we kind of fell off the wagon yet again. Thankfully, we've bounced off of this level of support, and we're now currently trading at $4.28. We're back into the region, we're back into the fold of this structure here, which was surprising to say the least, because I think if you look, these are one of the first times in for Tezos to kind of break through this trend line here and have multiple weekly closes below it. So I think this is pretty good. This is a step in the right direction. And hopefully Tezos can show us some life and get back above to the more upper regions of the chart. I think obviously this is dependent on Bitcoin. With Bitcoin right now, with the way it is, things are looking pretty good. I'm pretty sure the fear and greed index is not in the in the 20s anymore. I think people are getting a little bit hopeful here. But I would remind everyone that we are still below the 20-week moving average. Things are technically still bearish, despite us thinking that, or despite me thinking that the cycle is not over. We could easily come back to the 100-week moving average. We have seen instances where we can spend weeks at the 100-week moving average. A good example of that is August and September and October of 2018, where we kind of just hovered above the 20-week moving average for quite some time. Anyway, that's all for today, you guys. Thank you so much for watching. Take care. Bye-bye.